Next pitch is a little high, 2-0 count to Ray. If I'm Coach Benfield, I'd give him the take sign.
I would too. And Blake's, he's struggling.
Sure is. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a wind in the 2-0 pitch, and that just about hit him, went over his head.
Sure did.
3-0, and we may have a pitching change here.
Here comes Coach
early.
Reynolds.
Coach Reynolds is coming out to the mound, and it looks like we're going to have a change. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know what's going on here. Right now, it's Gastonia leading 1-0. 3-0 count to the batter, and bases loaded for Gastonia. We'll be back right after this. You're watching and listening to Cherryville Post 100 Baseball right here on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com. Get your prescriptions to go from Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. Yes, delivery is now available. Look for the Medical Center delivery van in your area. Just call 704-435-3263 for your prescriptions to go. You can even order online at mcpcherryville.com. Check out that new and improved website. And the grill is now under new management. Come on in for your favorite sandwiches. That's at the Medical Center Pharmacy, East Academy Street in Cherryville. On the go for you. Dr. Paul H. Cloninger takes this time to invite you to Paul H. Cloninger Dentistry in Cherryville and Cherryville Dental Clinic. You'll find a state-of-the-art facility with excellent dental care from their competent and caring staff, offering a wide array of preventive, cosmetic, and restorative procedures, and they strive to improve your dental health and a higher quality of life. Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Dentistry, 1015 East Church Street in Cherryville, and Cherryville Dental Clinic, 106 North Mountain Street in Cherryville. Visit the website at CloningerDentistry.com.
Calvin, number 30, Brandon Alexander is now on the mound, a tall right-hander, rising junior at Burns High School. And he will be facing Andrew Ray, the catcher. Bases loaded, 1 run in, 1 out.
And 3 balls and no strikes.
That's
what
right.
a way to come into the game. Bases loaded, and you got a 3-0 count on the hitter.
And Cherryville Post 100 bullpen sending 2 catchers and two
There's
pitchers.
A strike. So they still got more activity in the bullpen.
They sure do.
So 3-1 count to Ray, Andrew Ray.
So Blake Mosteller is out of the game now. Sometimes he'll pitch and come out and go to left field.
3-1 pitch, foul back, 3-2. So officially, Mosteller lasted 1/3 of an inning.
No hits given up. He did hit a batter. He's walked 3, and of course the runners on base belong to him.
Well, you're tossing a no-hitter and you get took out.
Yeah.
Full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Andrew Ray. Here's a 3-2 pitch, fly ball, left field. Left fielder on the run. Heath King out there makes the catch. A runner at third will tag, and the throw is not going to be in time, and it's 2-0. Gastonia on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard as Ray does his job and drives in the run. So 2 outs. That'll bring up the left fielder, Sawyer Sparrow.
Sparrow 1 for 4 last night.
First and second, and 1 out. Two outs.
Two outs. Yeah, 2 outs.
First and second and 2 away. Runners at, like we said, first and second, and Cherryville trying to get out of this jam and not give up any more. First pitch is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. I don't think the Cherryville fans agreed with the umpire on that one. 1-0 count to Sparrow.
One of the guys warming up for Wed.
Swing and a miss. Evens count 1-1.
It's Chandler Jenkins, a left-hander. And I believe the other one was Cameron High, Jenkins and High from West Lincoln. Coach Reynolds is getting him ready in case he needs him.
Got a righty and a lefty. Next pitch is a strike, and the count 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. Sawyer Sparrow. 2 outs. Gastonia out in front, 2-0. Runners at first and second here in the bottom of the first. Brandon Alexander's next offering. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3. 2 runs in for Gastonia. And at the end of 1 complete inning on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, it is Gastonia 2, Cherryville 0. We'll be back right after these messages. You're watching and listening to Cherryville Post 100 Baseball on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
Having so many policies with different providers makes everything confusing.
Man, when you bundle your home, auto, and life insurance policies with Nationwide, will help you feel more protected and even save you up to 25%. I think you can take it from here, right? Nationwide is on your side.
Call your local Nationwide agent, Sandy Cunningham in Cherryville today at 704-445-1990.
For complete auto repair, see Garen Sellers at Seller Service Center on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway. Right now, they're offering alignments for only $29.95 with a purchase of 4 tires. But hurry, the offer ends soon. From tires and repair to inspections to alignment and custom rims, Seller Service Center does it all. From AC repair to shock, struts, oil changes, and computerized balancing. Seller Service Center does it all. 7156 Dallas-Cherryville Highway. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays, 8 to 1.
St. John's Lutheran Church has a new pastor. Reverend Eric Childers welcomes everyone to worship at St. John's in Cherryville. Sunday school begins at 9:45 a.m. and worship at 11 a.m. every Sunday. We also have Lenten services on Wednesdays with meal at 6 p.m. and service at 6:30 p.m. through Easter Sunday. Elementary school youth also meets every Wednesday at 4:45, and high school and middle school youth meet every other Sunday night at 6 p.m. Come visit and worship with us at St. John's Lutheran Church, 310 West Church Street, Cherryville, North Carolina, 704-435-9264.
As far as average for Post 100 at a 440 average going into tonight's game.
Oh, okay. Got those stats together tonight.
Sure do.
Good job. Pitch inside, and the count now 3-0. Pitcher on the mound, Garrett Lowry for Gastonia. Struggling a little bit with the leadoff hitter in the top of the second. Got a long way to go. We're just in the second inning. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Inside ball 4, so Cherryville gets their lead runner on here in the top of the second, and that'll bring up Heath King, the left fielder.
And while we got a break right here, the catcher going out to the mound, Blake Mosteller faced 5 batters, 2 runs, 3 bases on balls, 1 hit batter. Went 1/3 of an inning. Just one of them nights, Calvin. We see it in Little League. We see it in college ball, American League, Major Leagues. Just one of them things.
Just didn't have it tonight.
That's right.
So runner at first for Heath King. Throw to first, or fake throw to first. Runner back in. Do want to mention the Shelby-Lincoln County game canceled tonight. Postponed. They'll try again tomorrow night. First pitch is in there for a strike. Strike 1 to Heath King. I guess the field conditions too wet.
Too wet over there, right? The storm, as it went east, just escalated and got worse and worse, and that field does not drain that well.
Pitch high, evens the count of 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Heath King.
From what I'm understanding, this first round's got to be over with by Sunday the 8th.
Foul back, and the count 1-2. It's best 3 of 5 game series. Game 3 tomorrow night back in Cherryville. And Shelby will be back at East Lincoln. Don't you just hate to drive an hour, hour and a half, and then have to go back? There's a fly ball, right center fielder out there. Trevor Bridges makes the catch, and there's 1 away. So King flies out. That'll bring up the shortstop, Ryan Kraft.
Ryan Kraft, Calvin, coming in tonight's game with 28 hits on the season at a 384 clip. So he's hitting very well.
Yes, he is. 384.
384.
So runner at first, one away for Ryan Kraft. Garrett Lowry with the check, and the pitch to Kraft popped up right behind us. Strike one.
You fans may wonder, the home runs are not going out of the American Legion baseball parks this year. Cherryville does have 12 on the year, but the composite of the bats changed, and to make it safer for the guys on the field, we're seeing a lot of singles and doubles, but not many home runs.
Here's the next pitch, high, 1-1. And when you say the composite of the bats change, what all does that mean? Can you explain that?
I really don't know that much about it. I better
the ball
not.
Don't jump off as
no, it
like
does.
like it used to back in the Ralph Roberts day, I guess.
Not back like it was in '98, and even back in '03 when the two Cherryville teams went to the American Legion World Series. They were just jumping off the bat.
Have you seen many wooden bats this year?
Seen some. Some of the teams are using wooden bats, I understand.
Okay. 2 balls and 1 strike to the hitter, Ryan Kraft. Here's a 2-1 pitch. There's a strike on the corner, evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kraft. Did you get the umpires' names?
I did not. I did not. I do recognize the umpire behind the plate, but I cannot come up with his name, but I have seen him. Tony over here, our PA announcer, said he didn't know him either.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Catcher drops the ball, and
I think they called.
I think he's automatically out.
He's
First
out.
base was occupied.
Mm-hmm.
But the runner at first can advance, and he did. So runner at second, 2 outs now, and that'll bring up third baseman Sam Travis.
Sam, look back here, Calvin.
He had a pretty good game last night.
He did. Sam was 2 for 4 last night. He sure was.
Hitting .380 on the season. Nope, I'm wrong.
278.
278. Okay. 278 on the season. Here's the check, and the pitch is outside, down in the dirt. That one gets away from the catcher, and the runner moves over to third on the wild pitch. Pitch was a ball, of course.
Talk about Sam Travis. While the catcher and pitcher are talking it over, going back to the mound. Sam, of course, playing third base tonight, played third base last night, made some great plays last night. You remember that?
Yes, he did. Especially that play, foul ball play down near the bullpen.
Yeah.
And he made that diving play in the hole between short and third.
He sure did. Just looking back, that was in the. Trying to find out when that was. That was.
Here's a 1-0 pitch. While you look, there's a strike. Evens the count at 1-1 to Sammy. Runner at third. Cherryville trailing 2-0 on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard, top of the second.
Well, anyhow, he made a couple great plays last night.
2-1 count now to Sam Travis, the third baseman, with Luke Kaiser on deck. Cherryville trying to get a run in here. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 pitch, fly ball left field. Left fielder out there is Sawyer Sparrow. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, a pass ball, wild pitch. 1 run left on at the end of 1.5. 2-0 Gastonia on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. You're watching and listening to Cherryville Post 100 Baseball on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty and her allergies come to town, doesn't it, Bruce? But now, Train can help downtrodden animals like Bruce. A Train Clean Effect system removes up to 99.98% of the allergens from all the air that it heats or cools, so your owners will never choose Aunt Betty over you again. Let's go find your family a Train dealer.
Call Roland Black Heating and Cooling, 704-865-1375.
It's hard to stop a train.
When the septic tank backs up, Dennis Willis Septic Service in Cherryville is the name to remember. Dennis Willis services, repairs, and installs all types of septic tanks. They have pump-out tanks, too. Call Dennis Willis for septic tank service at 704-435-2326. Again, that's 704-435-2326 for professional, fair, and honest work from a name you've trusted for years. Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service of Cherryville. Again, that's 704-435-2326.
Your train comfort specialist is Roland Black Heated and Cooling. Call 704-865-1375. Roland Black Heated and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train.
And welcome back to Sims Legion Park. Calvin Hastings, Danny Aker up in the press box on top of the cover here.
Top of the old.
We're up on the roof anyway.
On the old stadium.
Leading things off for Gastonia is Connie Anderson, the second baseman.
Have we said anything to our listeners about a happy 4th of July?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we just hope you're enjoying the ball game and had a great day today.
2-0 pitch to Anderson is in there for a strike.
I know I had cheeseburgers and
surely not
chocolate ice cream. And,
oh my!
And had a dip in the pool.
You did good.
2-1
count now to Anderson. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Fouled. I got it. Almost had it. 2-2.
Just looking at Brandon Alexander, Cherryville post-mortem pitcher. He's got 22 innings pitched for post 100, 14 strikeouts, six bases on balls, and a 6.08 ERA. Calvin.
He'll try to improve on that tonight. 2-2 pitch, foul back. So the count remains 2-2 to Connie Anderson with Trevor Bridges, the center fielder, on deck. 8-9-1 this inning here in the bottom of the second for Gastonia. We got some fireworks going on now outside of the ballpark. Here's the pitch. Popped him up off the handle. Second baseman going out, and Huff makes the catch. So 1 out. That'll bring up center fielder Trevor Bridges.
Gastonia scoring both of their runs in the first inning without getting a hit. A hit batter, 3 bases on balls, an error to first base.
So two Cherryville pitchers so far in the second inning working on a no-hitter.
That's right.
So 1 out for Bridges. First pitch to Bridges. That one hit off the handle out to the shortstop. And long throw by Kraft, and I believe they got him. Yes, they did. 2 up and 2 down, and that'll bring up top of the order Mr. Dylan Burleson, the shortstop.
Good play by Tyler Shoemaker to dig that out Calvin at first base for post 100.
Yes, it was. Again, the Shelby post 82 Lincoln Cardinal game rained out.
We'll try it again tomorrow.
Do it again tomorrow. Have a
make
little more
that
rain.
Make that long trip over to Denver.
Again, first pitch in there for a strike. Strike 1 to Burleson. No balls and 1 strike to Burleson. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
You know, Brandon's Alexander, the pitcher for Cherryville, has looked real good coming in relief of Blake Mosteller.
Yes, he has.
Tall right-handed pitcher.
0-2 pitch. Did he go around?
He sure
yes,
did.
He did. 3 up, 3 down with play 2 complete on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. And it's Gastonia 2, Cherryville nothing. We'll be back right after these messages. You're watching and listening to Cherryville Post 100 Baseball on 1590 AM WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
Thinking about remodeling your home? Or maybe you're even thinking about building a new home, or maybe a new building out back. Either way, call on the building experts at B Squared Construction. Get your project started today. From decks to roofing to kitchen and bath to siding to gutters. Also window and door replacement. With over 40 years of combined experience, B Squared Construction. Call Brad Beatonhead at 704-201-4453 or Banjo Strap at 704-713-8296 to get your project started today.
Stamey Funeral Home, Serving Cleveland and surrounding counties since 1900, Stamey Funeral Home is owned and operated by the Tysinger family, loving and caring licensed professionals. Our family is here for your family during one of the most difficult periods in life, planning, pre-planning, or pre-need counseling. We're here to listen, care, and help. That's what families are all about. Stamey Funeral Home, located in Fallston, our family serving your family.
To the top of the third inning, Cherryville trailing 2-0, and we've got the number 9-1-2.
9-1-2 coming up, so Cherryville needs to get some runners on base and try to even this game back up.
Yeah, 2-0 Gastonia here in the top of the third inning.
Of course, this is game 2. Cherryville a winner last night, 5-0, a best 3 out of 5 series, and of course the winner of this series will take on the winner of Union County, Burke. Union County a winner last night over Burke County.
Pitch is 2-0 count to Luke Kaiser. Kaiser the hitter, the catcher. 2-0 count to Luke Kaiser.
Luke was 1 for 4 last night, Calvin.
Next pitch is outside, 3-0. If Cherryville wins, Cherryville would have the home field advantage in either one of those, right? Yep.
They would have the home field advantage for the next 2 series.
Okay. Here's the next pitch, high, ball 4, so 4 pitches, and Kaiser draws a walk with Thomas Best coming up.
Now you wonder, is Coach Reynolds going to bunt
No,
Thomas?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Of course, with his speed, I mean, that's a thought, but.
Got the third baseman in on the grass too, Calvin.
I think he's going to hit away.
I would think so.
Popped up to first time up.
2 for 4 last night in game 1.
So Best coming up. Cherryville with a runner on first. First pitch to Thomas Best is down in the dirt. Good stop there by the catcher, Andrew Ray. 1 ball with no strikes. So the pitcher, Garrett Lowry, having a little control problem here starting off the third inning.
Walking Kaiser was his second base on balls thus far in the game.
So Kaiser with the lead. Stretch the check and the pitch outside. 2-0 count. That's 6 straight thrown.
Only 1 hit in the game thus far for both teams, and that was by Brett Huff in the first inning.
2 balls and no strikes to Thomas Best. Kaiser down at first with the lead. And the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. Good pitch right down the middle. 2-1.
Coach Reynolds most likely had him taken.
2 balls and 1 strike to Best. Throw to first and runner back in.
How many did we have last night?
3.
3 last night.
1 from the catcher position down to second. That was a great play by the catcher Ray there to pick the runner off at second. You don't see that often.
No, you don't.
Here's the next pitch inside. 3-1. 3-1 count to Thomas Best.
Coach Reynolds, of course, the third base coach, and David Wise, the first base coach.
Here's the check and the 3-1 pitch, and there's ball 4. So Cherryville, runners at first and second, nobody out, and here's Josh Beam, the right fielder. Now I look for a bunt.
We've got Coach Benfield coming out.
While he does, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Don't know.
Car Store in Cherryville is your source for auto sales and service. Stop by to see the Jenkins boys for the best deals around on pre-owned vehicles. The Car Store now does inspections, oil changes, tire and wheel changes, along with brake service, paintless dent removal, and minor repairs. The Car Store in Cherryville is locally owned and operated for over 20 years on Lincoln and Highway 150 in Cherryville. Let us earn your business. If we don't have it, we will find it. Call today, 704-435-1988.
Coach Reynolds ran out and talked to the lead runner, Kaiser, down there at second base. That's going to bring up Josh Beam, and I'm looking for the bunt.
I'm looking for the bunt too, Calvin. I really am.
I think so.
Got the first baseman
and
in.
Here it is. He squares around and bunts it foul down the third base side. So runners at first and second, nobody out, top of the third. Cherryville trailing 2-0.
You'd like to get Kaiser and Best up to second and third because you got a good hitter in Huff, coming up, Shoemaker. You'd figure one of them could maybe get a base hit and drive 1 or 2 runs in for Cherryville and get this game back even.
3, 4, 5. And now time is called, and Coach Reynolds is going down to talk to his hitter there, Josh Beam.
And wondered why didn't you get that bunt down, Josh? He's got his arm around him. So there.
Well, he tried. He's going the right way over toward third anyway. So we'll see what happens here. Again, Game 3 back at Cherryville tonight. If there is a Game 4, back to Cherryville tomorrow night. If there is a Game 4, it will be at Ashbrook. So fans, keep that in mind.
That's right.
If there is a Game 4, it will be at Ashbrook. Evidently, the Grizzlies have a game here already on schedule.
And sometime during the night, we'd like to talk about, if we get a chance, about the Post 100 juniors also.
Oh, yes. Doing very well. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Beam, and that one down in the dirt. He did not square around that time, so maybe Coach Reynolds changing things up here. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 count.
First baseman in on the grass.
Now he squares around, and a good bunt this time. Pitcher of gloves going to third, got him. Great play out there by Lowry. I said a good bunt, but evidently not. Lowry bounced off the mound and threw to third and got the lead runner, Kaiser, and there's 1 away. Good defensive play.
Very good play. It sure was.
That'll bring up Brett Huff, the second baseman, who had a base hit last time up, I believe.
Yes, he did.
So first and second, Cherryville trailing 2-0. Runners at first and second, and now 1 out.
Just did not place the bunt just perfectly enough, Calvin.
There's a high pop. Catcher in foul territory. That's Ray. Makes the catch, and all of a sudden, there's 2 away.
2 away.
Wow. That's going to bring up the big man, Shoemaker.
It's going to be up to Shoemaker to drive Thomas Bess in from second base.
Cherryville with what looked to be or appeared to be golden scoring opportunity now. Got to struggle from, to get a run in now.
And Shoemaker grounded second base into a force play in the first inning, the end of first inning.
I'm thinking about double steal. Here's a pitch to Shoemaker, and there's a strike 1. Of course, you don't want to make the third out.
No, not
out of third base.
No.
With your cleanup hitter at the plate. So
can't expect him to put the bat on the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike to Shoemaker. Lowry turns around and looks at Bess, and he'll drop back into second. 2-0. Gastonia out in front of Cherryville here in the top of the third. Here's the next pitch outside, and the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gastonia trying to get out of this jam here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the check and the 1-1 pitch. Popped up behind us. And the count now 1-2. Out in the parking lot.
Where'd you park your vehicle?
About where that baseball was. Not far from it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I just hope I didn't park it where the baseball landed.
I know.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Lowry gets out of the inning here in the top of the third. No runs on no hits. 2 runners left on. We go to the bottom of the third on the Howes of Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Gastonia out in front 2-0. You're watching and listening Cherryville Post 100 Baseball right here on 1590 WCSL and on WhatsAppShopper.com.
West End Sales in Vale is proud to welcome Ron Parker to their staff. Ron takes his time to invite his friends and former customers to come by and see him for all of your farm and lawn and garden equipment needs. And for a limited time, get a free loader with any Coyote Series tractor, excluding the DS Series. And get a free first-time oil change with the purchase of any new tractor. See Ron Parker today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale. Where can you get the highest quality in electrical service at a price that you can afford? From Dellinger Electric of Cherryville. Gary Dellinger invites you to give them a call for a quote on your commercial or residential electrical needs. Call 704-435-0705. No matter the job, Dellinger Electric of Cherryville can handle it. They feature weekend and holiday service. So before you pay an extraordinary price for an ordinary electrical job, call on Dellinger Electric of Cherryville. 704-435-0705.
Gastonia.
It was.
Gastonia Getting out of that jam, Cherryville had runners at first and second and nobody out and didn't score.
Didn't score. 2 bases on balls to lead off that inning, and we left 2 on base. Left 4 on base so far in the 3 innings.
That's going to bring up leading off for Gastonia. Dale Roush, the third baseman. First pitch is in there for a strike. Strike 1.
He was hit by a pitch in the first and scored the first run of the game for post 23.
Brandon Alexander, Burns High School product, on the mound in relief of the Blue Mist. There's a little looper out in left field, but right there,
playing him right
perfectly, was Heath Craig, and there's 1 out. Yeah, I thought when he hit it, that's going to drop in there.
I did too.
That's going to bring up Garrett Lowry, the pitcher for Gastonia. Done a great job getting out of that inning.
Yes, he did.
Especially that play he made to throw out the lead runner at third with nobody out. Here's a pitch to Lowry, and that's a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Garrett Lowry.
Yeah, Garrett 0 for 4 last night. Played shortstop last night.
So 1 ball and no strikes. Here's a 1-0 pitch from Alexander. A little high. They appeal, and they say went around.
Yeah, thought he did.
Gastonia fans say nope. But the umpire said he did. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lowry. 1-1 count to Garrett Lowry. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and that one down in the dirt. 2-1.
Gone by the catcher.
Back to the string.
A lot of foul territory behind home plate.
You better believe it. You just hope it hits, if you're a catcher, it hits that brick wall and bounces back. 2-1 count. And the 2-1 pitch to Lowry. Ground ball. Third baseman over there. That's Travis. Sam Travis throws him out. Good play by Travis. 2 up, 2 down, and that'll bring up right fielder Jared Wallace.
Don't hit it to Sam.
Don't hit it to Sam.
He's going to throw you out.
He is. He's kind of like the old Brooks Robinson back in the day.
I thought about that last night and game before, who he reminded me of. And until he proves me different, he can really, he can pick it over at third base.
He can play that hot corner. Here's a pitch to Wallace, swing and a miss. He was completely fooled on that pitch.
Yes, he was.
No balls and 1 strike to Wallace.
Yeah, Jared had a good night at Fraleyfield last night. 2 for 4, left-handed batter, playing right field tonight.
And he pitched pretty good last night.
Yes,
I know he's a losing pitcher, but
pitched 9 innings.
And he had, like I said, he had a few errors behind him on the mound. No balls and 1 strike to Wallace.
Brandon Alexander in relief of Blake Mosteller.
And the 0-1 pitch outside, evens the count of 1-1.
For you listeners that just tuning into us, Blake Mosteller started the game, had a bad first inning, and only went 1/3 of an inning. And then, of course, Brandon relieved him.
There's a high pop. And Brandon says, I got it, and makes the play. 3 up, 3 down. We played 3 complete on the How's the Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Gastonia 2, Cherryville nothing. We'll be back right after these messages. You're watching and listening to Cherryville Post 100 Baseball on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
There is a national shortage of home standby generators. Now is the time to order your Generac home standby generator from Mr. Sparky and Wise Electric in Cherryville. Call now and get $500 off when you mention this ad.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, all your repair is free. You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend projects.
Ace, the helpful place.
Hi, Hi, I'm Sherry Hefner, the pastor's wife at the First Baptist Church of Cherryville. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Teach your children the way they should go, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it." As a mother of 4 teens and young adult children, I can attest to the many challenges of Christian parenting in these modern times. That is why this scripture is such a comfort to me. I can rest assured knowing that regardless of the choices my children may make in life, they can never get away from the godly upbringing that my husband and I have provided for them. Are you laying a godly foundation for your children? This is Sherry Hefner of First Baptist Cherryville, where we strive to accomplish all things through Christ.
Take time out from your busy, hectic life and have some fun. Lots of fun at Exhilaration Station in Cherryville. Exhilaration Station has something every family member would enjoy. Batting cages, mini golf, games for every age. Why, Exhilaration Station can even help you with that next great birthday party. Open 7 days a week behind the old Harris Teeter in Cherryville. Call 704-435-0670. Remember, take time out and have some good old-fashioned fun at Exhilaration Station.
And the next pitch to King, foul back. And the count 0-2 to Heath King. Again, getting back late on WhatsUpShopper.com, we had one pitch fly out. That was Seth Weekly, who flew out to right field. And King now the hitter with 1 out and nobody on. And an 0-2 count on him. Gastonia leading 2-0. Here's the next pitch down in the dirt. And the count 1-2. I want to say hello to Milton, the Mad Dog Baker, just in case he's got us tuned in down at Myrtle's Beach.
He's got his toes in the sand.
Yep, we won't go anywhere else.
No.
Or is that toes in the water?
Yeah.
Next pitch is
strike 3.
Strike 3, called third strike. And, well, King didn't like that call. He turned around and looked at the umpire.
He's in amazement.
Just don't say anything.
He did not
He's
like
a little upset.
Yeah, he is. We got Ryan Kraft coming up, the shortstop for Post 100.
So 2 up and 2 down for Kraft, and Kraft struck out, what, first time up?
He did. He struck out swinging. So we Post 100 struggling a little bit with the
Lowry.
With the right-hander.
First pitch high, 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 count to Kraft. Sam Travis waits on deck. Here's a 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes.
Captain still 1 hit in the game. Post 100 with the 1 hit.
Gastonia leading on a no-hitter. Cherryville pitchers. I want to mention Lincoln County and Shelby rained out tonight. Game 2 tomorrow night at Lincoln County. There's a pop-up. It's going to get on our roof, I believe. Look out, Tony from Gastonia. Should have had it. 2-1 count now. 2 balls and 1 strike to the hitter Kraft. Be sure to join the morning show tomorrow on WCSL and WHS. We'll have some trivia and some true false, some giveaways, a lot of fun. We'll start about 6 o'clock in the morning. So, Danny, set your alarm clock for that.
You going to be working?
I'll be working each and every morning. Except Monday. This coming Monday, the Mad Dog's going to fill in for me.
And that's Milton Baker.
Milton the Mad Dog Baker. I'm going to head down to Myrtle's Beach for a day or 2.
All right,
Matter of fact, this Saturday I got to go to Charleston. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball left field. Hit well. On the run is Spare. Going back and makes the catch about 320 feet away.
Good catch, Sparrow.
3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 4th on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Gastonia 2, Cherryville nothing. You're watching and listening to Cherryville Ironman. I knew I would do it. Cherryville Post 100 Baseball right here on WCSL and WhatsUpShopper.com.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing. Here's your card. What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right. Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
It's time to gear up to mow the grass, prune the trees, and trim the weeds. To help with your outdoor projects, Husqvarna has everything you need. This means you can save time on the job, get the job done right, and enjoy the results of your hard work. Stop by Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reachville Road in Lincoln and see the full line of Husqvarna products. Husqvarna can help you with all of your lawn and landscape needs. Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center in Lincoln. Husqvarna, taming the wild.
First batter up for post 23 is the first baseman Logan Craig. Left-handed batter, reached in the first inning on a base on balls.
And the first pitch from Alexander is a high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Brandon has done a great job, Calvin, in relief of Mostetler.
1-0 pitch, outside, 2-0. 10 o'clock tonight, Gastonia Fireworks. Where do they shoot those, Tony? Downtown? 9:15? Well, we'll see some fireworks. Do they shoot them from downtown?
Yes. Should be.
There's a strike.
Just about center field.
Oh, okay.
Center field and scoreboard.
All right, toward the big tower of power.
Yeah.
2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Ground ball punched out to the shortstop. And Kraft throws to first, and there's 1 away. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Andrew Ray, the catcher.
Andrew flied out to left field back in the first inning.
So officially 0 for 1. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll get to watch a fireworks show tonight. Because I'm sure we'll still be here at 9:15.
I'm thinking so.
It's 8:16 right now.
There's a bunch of zeros on the scoreboard up there right now.
They are.
We ended pretty early last night.
Yes, we did, really. There's a pitch high.
We started at 10 after 7 last night, and the game was over with at 9:23. We had to wait about 40 minutes for the fireworks.
Here's the next pitch. There's a strike. Evens the count at 1-1 to the hitter, Andrew Ray. Ray, the catcher for Gastonia. 2-0. Gastonia leading Cherryville. Here's a 1-1 pitch. There's a strike, and the count 1-2.
Alexander's got a good breaking ball.
Yes, he does.
Calvin.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Alexander's 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. So 2 up and 2 down.
Something about Alexander I'd like to tell our fans. Of course, he's the catcher for Burns High School, and of course his coach is David Wise, Bobby Reynolds' assistant. But he wanted to pitch the whole season at Burns. Nobody to catch him.
Wow.
Nobody to
Did
catch
not
him.
have a catcher.
No, and when he came to Post 100 this summer, he's had his opportunity.
Here's the pitch to Sparrow, liner down the right field line. Let's see. That's going to be foul. Just barely. Good hustle over there by Josh Bean.
But he came into the season back in May, and they put him in the bullpen first practice, second practice, third practice, and let him throw 20 or 30 pitches, and had opportunities during the year for him to pitch, and he has done very, very well.
Our cameraman Clint Spencer doing a good job out there on the roof.
Absolutely.
As you're watching on whatsupshopper.com. Here's the next pitch, and there's strike 2.
He's around the strike zone.
I tell you what, he's done a good job tonight. I mean, he came in relief of the Blue Mist, Blake Mosteller, with bases loaded and a 3-0 count on the batter.
Yeah.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch down in the dirt. Good stop by Kaiser, and the count 1-2.
I'm sure come next spring when Burns kicks off their season that Coach David Wise is going to find a catcher somewhere.
Find somebody that can catch. That's right.
Him.
So he can pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch. High, 2-2. Well, Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gastonia leading 2-0 on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
Game 3 tomorrow night at Fraley Field.
Connor Anderson waiting on deck. And the 2-2 pitch. There's a slow roller out to short. Coming in to throw to first is Kraft. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the go to the top of the 5th inning at the end of 4. Gastonia out in front, 2-0 on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. You're watching and listening to Post 100 Baseball right here on whatsupshopper.com and WCSL.
Most of us will make or assist in making funeral arrangements of some kind in our lives. This can mean making many decisions at a very difficult and emotional time. At Carpenter's Funeral Home of Cherryville, their funeral directors, John Porter and Carol Carpenter, are there to offer help and guidance. Carpenter's Funeral Home promotes the highest ethical and professional standards while maintaining cost-effective service, even winning the Pursuit of Excellence Award. Carpenter's Funeral Home, 1100 East Main Street in Cherryville, a member of the North Carolina Funeral Directors Association. Cherryville and North Lake Country Club are both open to and welcome to the public. Both locations have been recently remodeled and are available for weddings and receptions, also reunions, corporate and private parties, and more. The Cherryville Country Club is open for lunch and supper Thursday and Friday from 11 to 9, and both Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club are accepting new memberships at this time. The Cherryville Country Club golf course is also available to the public. Come on down for a great meal and great golfing experience. Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club. Also window and door replacement. With over 40 years of combined experience, B Squared Construction. Call Brad Beatonhead at 704-201-4453 or Banjo Strap at 704-713-8296 to get your project started today.
Okay, welcome back to Sims Legion Park. Calvin Hastings and Danny Aker. We move to the top of the 5th inning. Cherryville trailing Gastonia 2-0. You just heard from our title sponsor, B Square Construction. And we appreciate B Square Construction sponsoring these broadcasts as our title sponsor.
Absolutely.
Leading things off here is
third baseman Sam Travis. Sam flied out to left field his first time up. Sam with hitting at a 278 clip for post 100.
Next pitch is high, and the count now 2-1 to Travis.
10 for 36 with 10 RBIs, and he does have 2 home runs this year.
8, 9, and 1. Travis, Kaiser, and Bess due up this inning for Cherryville. Here's the next pitch, high, 3-1. Get on the mound, Garrett Lowry. He's done a good job so far.
He
with
has.
Gastonia.
He has.
Also the one-hitter.
He's been up and down, in and out. He's had post 100 batters off balance.
3-1. There's a strike. Full count now. 3-2.
Be nice to get Travis on base with Luke Kaiser coming up and in the top of the lineup and Baez.
Game 3 tomorrow night at Cherryville.
Ball 4.
There's ball 4. There's your lead runner on. If there is a game 4, it will be at Ashbrook, fans, so do keep that in mind. You're going to tell about the juniors, Danny. Let's do that right quick.
Okay, the post 100 juniors off to probably the best year they've ever had, 18-2, and they'll open up their best 2 out of 3 series with the Queen City Mustangs on Friday night. A best 2 out of 3 at Fraley Field.
All right. Now, do you do the PA for those as
I
well?
do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. They've got a good team this year.
There's a pop-up out to second baseman, and the edge of the outfield grass makes the play, and there's 1 out. So Beam pops up. That'll bring up Thomas Best, the center fielder.
Yeah, Jason Sane and Stevie Sanders, the coaches, and they've got 18 kids, and they've been playing them all during the year, and they've all improved. And 18-2 is nothing to sneeze at. And they're number 1 seed going into that 16-team format starting Friday, but that will be a 2 out of 3, not a 3 out of 5.
Okay, 2 out of 3 series.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Best coming up. And you'd say Stevie Sanders, probably one of the best pitchers ever at
That's
Cherryville.
right. Back in
probably the best control that I've ever seen anybody.
And cool
pitch.
on the mound.
He was. Here's a pitch to Best, and 1 ball and no strikes.
Nothing ever rattled him.
He had 8, 9, or 10 matchups with Kevin Millwood and never lost.
That's right.
Kevin Millwood never beat.
And Kevin Millwood's
Stevie
still
Sanders.
pitching.
And he's still pitching. That's true. He was part of a no-hitter, too.
You know,
there's a strike. Even the count of 1-1.
My wife, Judy, she'll mention to me every once in a while, you sure did miss out on Kevin Millwood because he came to Cherryville and never won a game. And
here's a 1-1 pitch. Ball 2, 2-1.
And during that particular year, I was asked, what do you think about Millwood? And I said, I don't think he'll make it.
You had to eat those words.
I had to eat crow.
Next pitch, ground ball to the shortstop. That'll be 1. Go to the first. Double play, twin killing. And that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning on the Howser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Gastonia 2, Cherryville nothing. You're watching and listening to Post 100 Baseball, sponsored by B2 Construction, our title sponsor on WCSL and whatsupshopper.com. We'll be right back.
Cherryville Self Storage is your complete storage center. They have units from 5x5 up to 10x30. They also sell moving supplies such as locks, slip covers, ropes, and more. Cherryville Self Storage is the first storage facility in Cherryville and is also the newest units in town. They're also the only storage facility in the surrounding area with climate-controlled units. All storage units have 24-hour access and have paved lots for your convenience. Units are also monitored by security cameras as well as treated monthly for pest control. For more information, call 704-435-4909.
College Building Supplies in Dallas can save you money on kitchen and bath cabinets, exterior siding, all-size lumber, treated and regular. 5E galvanized metal starts at $15.49 per sheet. Wooden storage buildings start at $1,099. 3-tab roofing shingles, $44.96 a square or $14.99 a bundle. College Building Supplies, across from Gaston College. Open Monday through Saturday. Call 704-922-8649.
On Independence Boulevard or Tryon Street, Nationwide has you covered.
Sandy Cunningham Nationwide Insurance, 1608 East Church Street, Cherryville. Phone 704-445-1990.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliated companies, Columbus, Ohio, subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Okay, back at Sims Legion Park, and first pitch, ground ball to the shortstop. Kraft in the hole, long throw, and I think they got him.
They got him.
They got him. Yeah, good play over there at first.
Tyler Shoemaker.
And Kraft also a good play out there deep in the hole, and maybe that'll get Cherryville fired up here.
That was Connor Anderson. I think we maybe pronounced his name wrong a while ago.
Right,
but,
Connor.
Connor, C-O-N-N-O-R, Connor.
So one out, that'll bring up Trevor Bridges, the center fielder, who ground to the shortstop.
Grounded out to the shortstop. That's right.
Is ground a word? There's a strike one.
That's close. Appreciate all you fans listening in tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Hope you're enjoying the ball game. And
enjoying 4th of July.
Enjoying the 4th of July. And
here's the foul back.
Just relax and go back to the fridge and get you another bowl of ice cream.
There you go.
Think about Calvin and I.
That's right. I tell you, if the fireworks start about 9:15 or 9:30 and we're still here, our cameraman may be able to capture some of those for you here at the ballpark.
Yeah, the skies are clear here.
There's a ball, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Trevor Bridges.
Yeah, the rainstorm come through here maybe 5 o'clock.
Good timing.
5:15, 5:30, and passed on through, and we got started 18 minutes after 7. A little bit of a delay, but not bad.
Here's the next pitch. There's a high chopper over to third, and I'm not sure we have no chance at all. No chance at all for
good
Sam
play.
Travis to make a play.
By Travis, but the first hit of the game for Gastonia coming here in the bottom of the field.
An infield single. Oh, that went way up there.
Sure did.
So that'll take us to the top of the order for Dylan Burleson.
Dylan 0 for 2, lined out to the left and strike out swinging. He the leadoff batter for post 23.
I like the American flag on the scoreboard tonight. There's a pitch inside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, beautiful place to view a game, a beautiful place to play. Sims Park, historic here in Gastonia.
It is. One of the old ballparks. And there's a shot up the middle with the runner going. And one play, and that was the second baseman, Huff, who knocked it down and stepped on the bag.
Pretty good play by Huff.
That was a great play by Brett Huff. No throw to first. That was the only play he had. 2 outs. That'll bring up Dale Rouse, the third baseman.
Dale hit by a pitch in the first, quarter run, and lined out to left field. His second time up, 0 for 1 officially. Brandon Alexander, post 100 pitcher.
Here's a pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes. 2-0 Gastonia, bottom of the 5th inning.
Each team with one hit, but the most important thing, Gastonia with the 2 runs.
Well, the walks in the first inning and the hit batter.
Yeah.
Pitch outside, 2-0. You know, don't help your average, so to speak, but it's like a hit, you're on base. You got to get on base.
That's right.
2-0 count to Dale Rouse. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Popped up out of play.
Now,
Third base side.
As far as we know, there's 6 other games being played. We do know of a cancellation or postponement of the Shelby Lincoln County game will be played tomorrow night at Denver.
Right.
And we haven't been told about any other rainouts. Was hoping Richard Walker would give us an update if he can later on. We'll pass it on to you.
Maybe we'll get some. There's a slow roll of the shortstop. Kraft is going to go to first with it, and that'll do it. We played 5 complete on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard, and Gastonia out in front, 2-0. We'll be back right after this on the B2 Construction broadcast here on WCSL and WhatsUpShopper.com.
Cherryville Federal Bank makes switching a snap. Every bank has a switch kit, but ours has a name and a face, a real person ready to walk you through all the details. Automatic drafts, direct deposit, tracking down numbers and details. Completing the process. We do everything we can to make switching a snap. So the sooner you get started, the better. Cherryville Federal Bank. It's just better here. Member FDIC.
For the grad or dear old dad, the Drugstore and Home Medical Equipment has unique gifts for both. Visit one of their convenient locations in Lincoln and Boger City and Vail and get free delivery within 3 miles of Lincoln and Boger City. And be sure to see them on Facebook. Unique gifts for the grad and dad at the Drugstore and Home Medical Equipment. Carolina Shopping Center, Boger City, Town and Country Shopping Center, Lincoln, and in the Honey Shopping Center, Highway 10 in Vail.
Eat 'em up. Yum, yum, eat 'em up. Yum, yum, eat 'em up.
Today's game is being brought to you by R&M Motors Tire and Auto Center and Pawn Shop of Cherryville. R&M does all types of major and minor repairs, including custom exhaust and inspections. Plus, they sell cars, trucks, and custom and stock golf carts, plus four-wheelers, dirt bikes, and more. In the pawn shop, you'll find guns, gold and silver, and everything in between. And they buy and trade at R&M Motors Tire and Auto Center and Pawn Shop, both located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway.
Yes, it could be. All right, we have a ground ball out to the shortstop. Shortstop Burleson. The only play is the first, and he's not going to get him.
No, he's not.
Well, now, I'm not sure how you're going to score that one. That might be an infield single.
I think we'll give him a single on that. Yeah.
We'll see
Yeah.
what the score is.
Yeah.
Infield single.
Yeah.
So Cherryville with a runner on first and second now, and nobody out, and that's going to bring up Tyler Shoemaker. An error and an infield single. Good hustle there by Huff. 2-0 Gastonia here, but Cherryville threatening here in the top of the 6th inning. It's going to bring up Shoemaker with 2 on and nobody out. Here's a pitch to Shoemaker outside, 1 ball and no strikes. This is game 2. Cherryville a winner last night, 5-0. Game 3 back to Cherryville tomorrow.
What was that Hickory score again?
Hang on. I think it's 11-4. Next pitch. Yeah, 11-4. Hickory over Kings Mountain, 11-4.
And that's the final. And
That's the final.
Hickory goes up 2-0. Gaston Brays. Go ahead.
Here's the next pitch. There's a strike. 2-1 count. Shoemaker.
Gaston Brays in the 4th inning, 8-2 over Henderson County.
Okay. And they lead that series 1-0.
Right.
Trying to go up 2-0. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Shoemaker, fouled back into the screen. That'll even the count at 2-2 to Shoemaker. See if Lowry can get out of this jam. He had a first and second, nobody out earlier in the game, and got out of it. Now first and second and nobody out, and the count 2-2 to the hitter Shoemaker. That's a surprise. Queen City leading Caldwell County 2-0 in the 7th.
It is, but
That's according who's on the mound, I guess.
And Caldwell's on the road.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Strike 3, called third strike. Shoemaker is down, caught looking. So 1 out, and that's going to bring up Seth Weekly, the DH.
That's the 4th strikeout for the Gastonia pitcher.
Weekly tonight 0 for 1 officially.
Yes, base on balls. Flied out to right field his last time up.
So 1 out for Weekly. First pitch, ground ball foul, strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike to Seth Weekly. 8-4 Braves leading after 5 innings.
Yep.
Okay, just make sure which Braves. Hey, the Braves come back and won that game last night. Did you see?
Yeah, I
10-3,
did.
11-3 or something.
Yeah, they're playing tonight too.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. So no balls and 2 strikes to Seth Weekly. Beat those Cubbies. The Preacher was worried last night.
I know. He's a diehard Braves fan if I've ever saw one.
You're right. No balls and 2 strikes to Weekly. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 1-2 now. Okay, Caldwell County is home again, David Keever says. The next 2 are at Myers Park.
Ooh, okay.
So I guess 2-2 and then back to 1.
Okay.
Is how they're doing it. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Weekly. Here's a 1-2 pitch down in the dirt. Runner's going to move up. Wild pitch or just a double steal, I guess.
Double steal.
Yeah. That'll even the count at 2-2 now to Weekly.
David Keever must be listening.
Oh, Keever's listening. He's got us tuned in, buddy. He is Johnny on the spot.
Yes, he is. We appreciate him, too. He gives us a lot of updates, along with Richard Walker behind us here.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. Okay. Myers Park was, we understand, unavailable for that Caldwell County game today.
Okay.
Had the fireworks show today.
Okay. All right, now we understand.
So 2 at Caldwell, then 2 at Myers Park. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Weekly. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Did it hit him or foul? No, got a piece of it.
Got a piece of it.
Kind of a check swing in the count 2-2.
Umpires asking for some baseballs.
Got to have them to play, don't you?
Here they come.
A bunch of them.
Catcher going out to meet with his pitcher. Runners, runners at second and third. Getting a chance for post 100 to even his score up with a base hit.
Base hit could do it. Runners at second and third and 1 out. Cherryville trailing 2-0 here in the top of the 6th inning.
Good speed on the base pass for post 100. A wild pitch, pass ball would get a run in.
And the 2-2 pitch to Weekly. Fouled out of play again. Back toward the car.
He's a fighting up there, Calvin.
He sure is. Hanging in there.
Heath King on deck for post 100.
2 balls and 2 strikes, and Lowry steps off. Garrett Lowry on the mound. He's gone the distance tonight for Gastonia.
He's done a good job. Just give up 2 singles, both to Brett Huff.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. High
Base
chopper
hit.
over the third baseman's head. We're run
tied.
in.
We're
They're
tied.
going to send the runner from second. Here's the throw, backed up by the pitcher. Throw down to second, and everybody's safe. 2 runs in, and we're tied 2-2. Big hit for
Yes, it was.
Seth Weekly.
Seth Weekly. 2 RBIs, too, Calvin.
Weekly with a 2-run double. Well, actually a single, and then went to second on the throw.
That's right.
So that'll bring up the left fielder, Heath King. So King could possibly give Cherryville a lead here in the 6th inning.
That ball was just 4 or 5 feet over the third baseman's head?
Sure was. No chance over there for third baseman Dale Rouch.
You know, that was a good piece of hitting by Seth Weekly. He fought off some pitches.
1-0 pitch.
There's
There's
another
a liner
hit.
in the left field. Let's see if they're going to send a runner. Yes, they will. Cherryville's going to take a 3-2 lead, and a runner at second again on the throw.
Situational hitting there by Kraft.
Was that Ryan Kraft?
I'm sorry. Heath King. Yeah, Heath King.
Okay, we're going to have a meeting on the mound here.
That was Heath King with the single. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, Heath King, Ryan Kraft coming up, right?
Yeah, Ryan Kraft's coming up.
Yeah. All right, it's 3-2 Cherryville now here in the 6th inning.
Now things can change in a few minutes, Calvin.
It sure can. Again, Hickory defeating Kings Mountain 11-4. Queen City leading Caldwell County 2-0 in the top of the 7th. And the Lincoln County Shelby game is postponed.
They're going to try it again tomorrow, right?
Yep, they'll be back at Lincoln County.
I believe that's at East Lincoln High School.
East Lincoln High School. Yes, you're right.
Haven't they been playing some of the games at North Lincoln High School this year?
I'm not sure. They had in the past, you know.
They used to play some at Jonathan Brookins Stadium in
Right,
Lincoln.
sure did.
Heath King over to talk with Coach Reynolds back at second base.
So we're ready to go again.
Yeah, one out. Ryan Kraft up. Ryan 0 for 2 tonight, batting in the 7th hole for post 100.
Again, just one out. Runner at second. Cherryville now leading 3-2 on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. There's a little nubber out toward the mound. That might be a tweener. Maybe nobody can get him. Throw to first. Yeah, they got him. Garrett Lowry making a good play there.
Good play by. I thought maybe there for a minute the Kraft might beat that out.
I did too. Runner moves over to third, so 2 outs. And that'll bring up Sam Travis.
Sam 0 for 1 officially, base on balls for post 100. Opportunity for Sam to plate another run with a base hit.
So Travis coming up with a runner at third and 2 away. 3-2 now. Cherryville with 3 runs here in the top of the 6th inning. 3 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error for Cherryville. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Strike 1 to Sam Travis.
Sam, a 278 hitter for post 100 coming into tonight's game.
Here's a wind of the 0-1 pitch to Travis, and that one outside evens the count at 1-1. Tomorrow night, game 3 back in Cherryville. 1 ball, 1 strike to Travis. Luke Kaiser waiting on deck. There's a pop-up out of play down the right side.
Of course, the winner of this series will take on the winner of the Burke County Union County, and Union County with a win last night at Union County and back at Burke tonight. And we don't know the situation at Morgan. It could be a rain out there. We just don't know.
1 ball, 2 strikes. No word on that one yet. 1-2 pitch. There's a chopper out to shortstop. Third bait, no. Third shortstop's got it. Throws the first. Not
Safe.
in time.
Base hit.
That's an infield single for Travis.
Sure is.
It looked like, I think the third baseman should have cut that off. He started to.
They got in each other's way a little bit right there.
They did. So an infield single for Travis. King scores from third, and it's 4-2 Cherryville here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 outs.
Yeah,
runner
Luke,
at first for Luke Kaiser.
Luke Kaiser, number 9 batter. Luke base on balls and a pop up to the second baseman.
Top of the 8th inning, Queen City still leading Caldwell County 2-0. Kaiser at the plate now. Here's the pitch from Lowry. Down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
Queen City probably a home team, even though they're playing at Caldwell.
You might be right. Next pitch, foul back. And the count 1-1. We'll find out shortly from our ace reporter, David Keever. He'll have it for us.
I guarantee you will.
No doubt about it. I would imagine that would be
I would think
correct.
So, yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Hit up to the box. Lowry, good play. Throws the first, and that'll do it. But Cherryville plates 4 runs here in the top of the 6th inning. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Cherryville out in front 4-2. On the B2 Construction broadcast on WCSL and WhatsUpShopper.com. We'll be right back right after these messages from our sponsors.
Buy one, get a second at half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27 west of Lincoln. Ask about their buy one, get one half price specials. On Mondays, it's a poor boy basket. Tuesdays, a cheeseburger basket. Wednesdays, a barbecue basket. Thursdays, a chicken filet basket. And on Fridays, it's a big old fish basket. Buy one, get one half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27, 2 miles west of Lincoln. And be sure to use their convenient drive-through window. Come out and see the summer clearance sales at Upchurch Garden Center. They are having weekly specials that include hanging baskets, bedding plants, tropical plants, and more. Fall is just around the corner, so be sure to get your mums and pansies. They also have a fall vegetable selection of cabbage, broccoli, onions, late tomatoes, and more. You can even check out their landscaping inventory like bulk mulch, pine needles, potting soil, topsoil, soil conditioner, fertilizer, lime, and grass seed. Upchurch Garden Center. Check them out, Roy Acre Road in Cherryville or upchurchgardencenter.com. Attention diabetics. Here's a message from Hauser Drug Store in downtown Cherryville. Are you paying too much for diabetic testing supplies? Then see Hauser Drug Store in downtown Cherryville. $0. $0 is how much your monitor, strips, and lancets should cost if you have Medicaid or Medicare plus a supplement. See Hauser Drug Store today. Find out all the details. That's Hauser Drug on the corner in downtown Cherryville.
Fans and crisp uniforms. So don't wait. If you need an electrician, don't put it off. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, or your repair is free.
If you need an electrician, don't put it off. Call Mr. Sparky, 888-8-SPARKY.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
And back at Sims Legion Park, we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Cherryville out in front now, 4-2 on the Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky's scoreboard. And the first pitch to the leadoff hitter
is the pitcher, Garrett Lowry.
Was a ball, 1 ball and no strikes to Lowry.
And how things can change in a matter of a half an inning, Calvin.
He just did. There's a high pop-up. Let's see if Kaiser's going to have room.
He's got it.
He got it. I couldn't tell. Good play by Kaiser back there right in front of the screen. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Jared Wallace, the right fielder. Wallace has walked and popped up to the pitcher. He's 0 for 1 officially.
I hope you fans listen weren't thinking that Cherryville was not going to score. You knew they was going to score a run or two, but
when, right?
But when, yeah, that's right.
Yep. Okay, there's a ground ball to the third baseman. That'll be Travis. Throws him out. So 2 up and 2 down.
Don't hit it to Sam.
I'm going to have to get with our cameraman as our camera. Richard, would you tell our cameraman over there that, all right, now it's working. He's got it. We good. All right, 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Logan Craig.
Logan Craig, the first baseman. Logan base on balls and grounded out to the short. His second time up to the plate, takes ball 1.
I think our camera froze up there for a minute.
Hey, we got light.
We'll let there be light, and there was.
Now I can see. I thought my eyes, something wrong with my eyes, Cal.
Here's a 1-0 pitch. And there's a strike. Tell you what, you can't say enough for what Brandon Alexander has done on the mound tonight.
No, you can't. Came in 3 balls and no strikes.
No strikes on the hitter with bases loaded.
Bases loaded and 1 out.
In the first inning.
That's right.
There's a pitch outside, and count 2-1 to the hitter, Logan Craig. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cherryville now leading 4-2 if you just joined us. And the city of Gastonia will have fireworks about 9:15, 9:30 tonight. Ground ball to the second baseman and throw to first, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down. We played 6 complete on the Hauser Drug, Mr. Sparky's scoreboard, as Brett Huff throws out the runner. And on the B2 Construction broadcast right here on WCSL and on WhatsAppShopper.com.
For over 50 years, Napa Auto Parts in Cherryville has been locally owned and operated. Napa Auto Parts in Cherryville specializes in auto parts, paint, hydraulic hoses, and more. Plus, they have an experienced and knowledgeable staff working to serve you, no matter what your automotive needs are. See Drew and his crew of automotive specialists at Napa Auto Parts, 905 East Main Street in Cherryville. Call 704-435-4581 today. Get your prescriptions to go from Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. Yes, delivery is now available. Look for the Medical Center delivery van in your area. Just call 704-435-3263 for your prescriptions to go. You can even order online at mcpcherryville.com. Check out that new and improved website. And the grill is now under new management. Come on in for your favorite sandwiches. That's at the Medical Center Pharmacy, East Academy Street in Cherryville. On the go for you. Dr. Paul H. Cloninger takes this time to invite you to Paul H. Cloninger Dentistry in Cherryville and Cherryville Dental Clinic. You'll find a state-of-the-art facility with excellent dental care from their competent and caring staff, offering a wide array of preventive, cosmetic, and restorative procedures, and they strive to improve your dental health and a higher quality of life. Dr. Paul H. Cloninger Dentistry, 1015 East Kirk Street in Cherryville, and Cherryville Dental Clinic, 106 North Mountain Street in Cherryville. Visit the website at CloningerDentistry.com.
Me to be off on during the week, I tell you what, but it's July 4th, and we're going to see some fireworks here in a little bit. And Cherryville would like to have a few more fireworks and put a few more runs across the board, leading 4-2. And, well, we got top of the order, Thomas Best leading off.
Officially, based on balls, he's 0 for 2 on the night.
I believe he's due.
He is due, and he went 2 for 4 last night.
No balls and 1 strike to Best. And the 0-1 pitch from Lowry is a little high.
Did you mention the Burke County, Union County scored?
No, I haven't. Go ahead and tell the folks.
Well, I forgot what you said.
6-3.
6-3.
Burke County.
Union, Burke County.
Burke County.
And, of course, Union County winner last night.
There's a foul ball on the count of 1-2.
That playing in Morganton tonight.
And again, the winner of that series will take on the winner of this series.
Exactly.
So, do you want to travel to Union County or do you want to travel to Burke County?
If I'm not mistaken, Union County plays their games at Wingate College.
At where?
Wingate.
Wingate.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking about an hour and 20-minute drive at least.
There's a.
It's not a good way to get there.
2 balls, 2 strikes. I wouldn't think so.
Fight that 74 traffic. We've done that. We done that last year, or year before last.
2-2 count on the hitter, Mr. Thomas Bez, and the 2-2 pitch outside, 3-2. We're in the top of the 7th, starting to get a little late now. Cherryville out in front, 4-2. Cherryville 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Gastonia 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error. It's Alexander's game now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
As he took the blue mist off the hook.
Just one of them nights.
Popped up out of play.
Just one of them nights, Calvin, for Blake. He's done a great job for Post 100 this year. Just didn't have it tonight.
Nope, didn't have it. 3-2 count now to Thomas.
I'm sure Coach Reynolds is going to put him back on the mound just as quick as he can because he's got the world of confidence in Blake. And
3-2 pitch outside, ball 4. Well, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Thomas Best is on first, so Mr. Excitement is on, and that's going to bring up Josh Beam, the right fielder. Beam reached for the error last time and scored a run. One
of the coaches, I believe that.
That's Eli Benfield, head coach, going out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. And that, well, did the pitcher give him the baseball?
Well, it looked like he reached.
I thought he did. And
yes, he
I
did.
believe we've got a pitching change coming up. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back. You're watching and listening to Post 100 Baseball, sponsored by B2 Construction, right here on WCSL and WhatsUpShopper.com.
So many policies with different providers makes everything confusing.
Man, when you bundle your home, auto, and life insurance policies with Nationwide, will help you feel more protected and even save you up to 25%. I think you can take it from here, right?
Nationwide is on your side.
Call your local Nationwide agent, Sandy Cunningham in Cherryville today at 704-445-1990.
For complete auto repair, see Garen Sellers at Seller Service Center on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway. Right now, they're offering alignments for only $29.95 with a purchase of 4 tires. But hurry, the offer ends soon. From tires and repair to inspections to alignment and custom rims, Seller Service Center does it all. From AC repair to shock, struts, oil changes, and computerized balancing. Seller Service Center does it all. 7156 Dallas Cherryville Highway. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Saturdays, 8 to 1.
The right-hander, and from the mound to the shortstop is Garrett Lowry. New pitcher, Dylan Burleson.
Okay, so just a straight switch from Burleson.
Straight.
Shortstop to pitcher and pitcher to shortstop. And the count 2-0 now to Beam, Josh Beam.
Yeah, Josh is 0 for 3. Scored the first run of the game for Post 100 in the top of the 6th.
Ball 3 to Beam. Just got a text from David Keever. Caldwell is the home team.
Caldwell's the home team. Okay,
So that
thank you,
question
Dave.
has been answered. 3-0 count now to Josh Beam. There's a strike, 3-1. Thomas Best down at first. We hear firecrackers going off in the distance. There goes a little firecracker. There's a foul ball. Huntersville 8-2 over Asheville in the 8th inning. We may have all the scores before tonight's over with. 3-2 count now to Josh Beam. Nobody out. Best down at first base. Here's a check by Burleson and the 3-2 pitch with the runner going. That's going to be a hit, and Best is going to round second, and he'll head to third. He was running with the pitch, so good piece of hitting by Beam and good hustle by Thomas Best, and runners on the corners for Cherryville with nobody out.
Brett Huff coming up. Brett with the 2 for 3 tonight. First 2 hits of the game for Post 100. Talking about Huntersville over Asheville. Huntersville at home last night just barely beat Asheville 2-1.
Sure did. So runners on the corners and nobody out. First pitch is inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Brett Huff. 4-2 Cherryville here in the top of the 7th inning. Cherryville trying to get more. Here's a 1-0 pitch, and that one outside. 2-0 now.
Cherryville having out-hit Gastonia tonight. Is that 5 or 6 up
5-1.
Yeah.
Next pitch, swing and a miss. And the count 2-1 to the hitter.
Actually 6 hits. Now Cherryville had 4 hits in the 6th inning. One in the first and 1 here in the 7th.
2-1 pitch. Foul. Get that one.
Ooh, that was close.
2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes.
Calvin's getting texts from
Well,
updates, I think.
last one was a useless text. Next pitch outside. Full count.
You don't want to tell us what that was.
No, we're not going to get into that one.
That was
Even though Mr. Baker would be proud. Full count now to Brett Huff. 3-2 pitch, and there's a call, 3rd strike. So Huff is down on strikes, and that's going to bring up Tyler Shoemaker. So if Cherryville's going to score, it's going to be up to Shoemaker here in the 7th inning. Burleson in relief of Lowry doing a good job.
Tyler officially 0 for 3.
2 strikeouts.
2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking.
So I believe he's due.
He is due. You would think with less than 2 outs that you could score Best and 3rd somehow, some way.
Yeah, you would think. No balls and 1 strike to Shoemaker. First pitch was a strike. Here's the stretch, the check, and the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Slow breaking pitch. Got to Tyler that time, Calvin.
Yeah, good pitch there by Dylan Burleson on the mound.
Ball wound up way off the plate.
No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the stretch, the check, and the 0-2 pitch.
There goes the
runner going. They're going to throw down to second. Come back to the plate. He's safe. Ball gets by the catcher. The runner at first will go over to third. And I'm not sure why you do that.
Why you
even do that if you're the team on the field.
That's right. And
why do you even throw?
We're going to have to give a error
especially
on
with
that
2
play.
strikes on the batter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have a throwing error, I think, by the shortstop.
Yeah.
But run in, that makes it 5-2. Cherryville, runner over at third now. Top of the 9th, Queen City leading Caldwell County now 2-0. Caldwell is the home team, remember.
That's right.
So it's 5-2 Cherryville, top of the 7th inning. runner at third. Here's the pitch, fouled, out of play. So the count still 1-2 to Mr. Shoemaker.
Tyler Shoemaker, first baseman for post 100.
Happy July 4th, and we've got fireworks around the area tonight. Next pitch is outside, evens the count at 2-2.
Post 100, some fireworks back in the sixth inning with 4 runs scored, and already scored 1 run here in the seventh.
2-2 pitch to Shoemaker. It hit him. So Shoemaker will go to first, and that's going to bring up Seth Weekley, who had a big hit last time up.
Drove in 2 runs, the first 2 runs of the game for post 100. Calvin.
Sure did. Hey, you can go to whatsupshopper.com tomorrow and watch the replay of this game if you'd like to do that. Maybe some of the players or parents, grandparents can do that. We got a runner coming in for.
That would be Dustin Wilson.
Okay,
Dustin Wilson, pinch runner.
Guess he'll come in the game now, right?
He will.
For Tyler Shoemaker. So
well, probably not at first base.
Okay, we'll see what happens, how Coach Reynolds plays it. Also, Danny, you can watch the replay tomorrow of the Krause 4th of July parade.
You won't believe this, but
that shouldn't take too long.
Come into the game tonight with Troy Thomas. Troy and Judy and myself drove up, and Troy had just came from the parade.
Did he?
He saw it twice.
Oh, he watched it twice?
Yeah, and I'll tell you in a minute how that happened.
Okay, I understand. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike one to, again, that was, who's your hitter?
Oh, that hitter is
Seth Weekley.
Seth Weekley.
Seth
Yeah.
Weekley,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No balls and 1 strike. There's the ball, gets by the catcher. Another run will score. That makes it 6-2, Cherryville.
And that was I believe, pass ball there. Maybe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Instead of a wild pitch.
I believe you're right. Dustin Wilson moves on down to second.
The parade started at the fire department on Main Street, Krause, and it headed west, turned around, and headed back. So Troy said he got to see the parade at Krause twice this afternoon. Watched it twice. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. There's a base
hit
hit
up the middle.
Center field. Let's see if they're going to send the runner. They're going to hold him at third. So runners at first and third, and still 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Heath King, the left fielder. Coach Reynolds didn't want the runner to be thrown out at the plate.
Had too many runners thrown out in the last couple of days.
That's true. We're picked off 1, right? So King coming up with a runner at first and third now.
2 runs in here in the top of the 7th on 2 hits and 1 error committed by Gastonia.
Here's a pitch to King outside. Got to note that the parade lasted 30 minutes, and Cherryville basketball coach Scott Harrell was there as well.
Great.
So Scott watching the big parade in Krause.
In Krause.
That's right. The July 4th parade.
I think that's an annual event.
I believe you're right. Here's a 1-0 pitch. High chopper to the third baseman. And he's going to come home with it.
He's safe,
and
I believe.
He's safe.
Yeah, he's safe.
Run scores. Fielder's choice there. Runners at first and second make it 7-2 Cherryville here in the top of the 7th. Still just 1 out. And Ryan Kraft, the hitter, coming up.
Ryan 0 for 3 tonight.
Cherryville can do no wrong. And if you're watching on whatsupshopper.com, our cameraman's view of the whole ballpark, got a few shots of some fireworks going on. First and second, here's the pitch, fly ball, right field. Right fielder coming in, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. That's Jared Wallace out there, so 2 away.
It'll bring up the third baseman. Sam's coming back. Sam Travis, third baseman, coming up. 1 for 2, base on balls, and an RBI on the night.
So 2 outs in the inning, 7-2 Cherryville. Cherryville with 4 runs in the 6th, 3 in the 7th. 2 outs and 2 runners on as we're watching the Gastonia fireworks now. Here's a pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes to Huff. I'm sorry, to Travis. Sam Travis. 1 ball and no strike. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Pop up center field, and Bridges out there makes the catch, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard, and it's Cherryville 7 and Gastonia 2. Right here on the B2 Construction broadcast, you're watching and listening on WCSL and WhatsUpShopper.com.
St. John's Lutheran Church has a new pastor. Reverend Eric Childers welcomes everyone to worship at St. John's in Cherryville. Sunday school begins at 9:45 a.m. and worship at 11 a.m. every Sunday. We also have Lenten services on Wednesdays with meal at 6 p.m. and service at 6:30 p.m. through Easter Sunday. Elementary school youth also meets every Wednesday at 4:45, and high school and middle school youth meet every other Sunday night at 6 p.m. Come visit and worship with us at St. John's Lutheran Church, 310 West Church Street, Cherryville, North Carolina, 704-435-9264.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty and her allergies come to town, doesn't it, Bruce? But now, Train can help downtrodden animals like Bruce. A Train Clean Effect system removes up to 99.98% of the allergens from all the air that it heats or cools, so your owners will never choose Aunt Betty over you again. Let's go find your family a Train dealer.
Call Roland Black Heating and Cooling, 704-865-1375.
It's hard to stop a train.
Men of Galilee, they said, why are you standing here staring into heaven? Jesus has been taken from you into heaven, but someday he will return from heaven in the same way you saw him go. Something to look forward to is the return of Jesus. This is Vince Hefner, pastor of the First Baptist Church of Cherryville, saying, don't give in to sin. Think about it.
Okay, welcome back to Sims Legion Park as we move to the bottom of the 7th inning. And Andrew Ray will lead things off for Gastonia. Cherryville out in front now 7-2 on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. First pitch is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Brandon Alexander on the mound for Cherryville in relief of Blake Mosteller, and I need to turn Danny's mic on.
And we've got a new first baseman, new left fielder. Dustin Wilson's in left now, and Cameron High at first base.
There you go. Yeah, you mentioned that Wilson might come in, but he might not play first.
Not first.
No. A little taller first baseman over there in Cameron High. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and that's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We talked about this before the game, or maybe right at the start of the game. Coach Reynolds has played all these boys, all 18 of them. A very talented group of boys, and he's plugged them in at different spots in the year. There's a strikeout.
So 1 away.
But, yeah, he's played all 18 of these kids, and they've contributed. Every what he's asked them to do, they've done.
Sawyer Sparrow comes up. Well, Danny, I tell you what, I commend you. I guess you've seen just about every out this year.
I did almost all of them. Can't go to the away games when the juniors are playing, but I do get the information from some sources.
There's a foul ball, strike 1 to
and either I'll call it in to the Gazette to at least get the final score and the leading hitters and who won the game, and I'll get some information to either Richard Walker or some of his guys over at the Gazette, and they do a good job for us.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. So no balls and 1 strike to Sawyer Sparrow with Connor Anderson on deck. Next pitch down low, evens the count of 1-1.
Yes, Sparrow is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, ground out to shortstop.
Got some pretty good fireworks going on down there right now. Downtown Gastonia fireworks. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss. And the catcher will throw to first to complete the strikeout.
And he got him, barely.
There's 2 outs. And I think Sparrow might have been called out because he ran inside the baseline. Yeah. So 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Connor Anderson.
That's 5 strikeouts for Brandon Alexander tonight, and no bases on balls. Only giving up 1 hit since he came in.
There's a good chance he could be our Medical Center Pharmacy player of the game.
You're exactly right.
He keeps this up. Here's a pitch, high outside, 1 ball and no strikes to Anderson.
Connor Anderson 0 for 2 tonight.
Again, if you just tune in, Blake Mosteller lasted 1/3 of an inning. That's all. And Alexander has shut them down since then.
And to Blake's credit, we've talked about it a couple times during the game tonight, but we know his capabilities, and
Sure.
just one of them things, Calvin.
Didn't he toss a no-hitter in college?
He did.
I thought so this year.
And he also won a game in the Junior College World Series out in Oklahoma.
Okay. 1-1 strike. Ground ball hit out to the shortstop. That'll be Crafty bobbles it. So that'll be an error. That's the second error of the night for Cherryville. 2-out error will bring up the number 8 hitter, Mr. Bridges, the center fielder.
Yeah, Trevor Bridges.
7-2 Cherryville, bottom of the 7th. If you're listening in tonight on WCSL and watching it on What's Up? Shopper.com.
Hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah. And again, you can watch the replay tomorrow. Go to whatsupshopper.com and watch the replay. There's a ball hit off the handle into center field, but the center fielder is right there out there. That's best. He covers the territory. We go to the 8th. We played 7 complete on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, and Cherryville out in front 7-2 on the B2 Construction broadcast here of Post 100 Baseball on WCSL and whatsupshopper.com.
People don't.
When the septic tank backs up, Dennis Willis Septic Service in Cherryville is the name to remember. Dennis Willis services, repairs, and installs all types of septic tanks. They have pump-out tanks, too. Call Dennis Willis for septic tank service at 704-435-2326. Again, that's 704-435-2326 for professional, fair, and honest work from a name you've trusted for years. Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service of Cherryville. Again, that's 704-435-2326.
Thinking about remodeling your home? Or maybe you're even thinking about building a new home, or maybe a new building out back. Either way, call on the building experts at B Squared Construction. Get your project started today. From decks to roofing to kitchen and bath to siding to gutters. Also window and door replacement. With over 40 years of combined experience, B Squared Construction. Call Brad Beatonhead at 704-201-4453 or Banjo Strap at 704-713-8296 to get your project started today.
435-0670. Remember, take time out and have some good old-fashioned fun at Exhilaration Station.
Okay, back in Gastonia. Cherryville out in front, 7-2 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Got a high pop by the leadoff hitter, and the pitcher in foul territory makes the play. 1 out. That's Burleson. Luke Kaiser popping up. So quickly 1 out. Thomas Best coming up.
Seemed like Thomas Bass about every inning, you know.
You're about right on that one. And Best still looking for his first hit of the night, too.
Yeah, he went 2 for 4 last night. He has scored a run. He's received 2 bases on balls tonight. So officially, he's 0 for 2.
Top of the 8th, 7-2. Cherryville out in front. Again, game 3 tomorrow night in Cherryville. Here's the pitch to Bess outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Thomas. If there is a game 4, it will be at Ashbrook High School. As the Grizzlies, I assume, will be playing here.
I think that's right.
There's a pitch. Evens the count of 1-1.
The Post 100 Juniors open their best 2 of 3 at home Friday night against Queen City.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. Outside. Corner for a strike.
Like to
1 and 2.
Like to plug the juniors because they are going to be seniors soon.
That's true. They'll be up here next year, many of them.
That's right.
Here's a 1-2 pitch down low. Evens the count at 2-2.
Yeah, that team's 18-2 overall. Probably, I think it's the junior program for Cherryville's been in existence maybe 6 years, 7, maybe 8. But this is by far the best start they've ever had, Cal.
Good. Wish them luck.
And had really good fan support too, I might say. Big crowds have been coming to see the boys play.
There's a throw to third, ground ball to third, throw to first, got him. So 2 outs. I was reading David Keever's message there. I apologize for that. So 2 outs.
2 outs with Josh Beam coming up to bat.
You know, David's been feeding us these messages on the ball scores. Well, he said he had to take a break to get rid of some Yellow Jackets now that it was dark. So. I hope you got them, David. Richard Walker says no excuse. So 2 outs for Josh Beam. All right. Should have took your portable radio with you, right?
We're getting our information.
Maybe too much information.
Too much information. No. We never get too much.
Here's a 1-0 pitch to Beam. Popped up third base side. Third baseman going out on the edge of the grass and makes the catch. All right, we played 7.5 here on the B2 Construction sponsorship here of our broadcast of Post 100 Baseball. And also on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard, Cherryville out in front 7-2. Watching and listening to the broadcast on WhatsAppShopper.com and on WCSL.
Stamey Funeral Home, serving Cleveland and surrounding counties since 1900. Stamey Funeral Home is owned and operated by the Tysinger family, loving and caring licensed professionals. Our family is here for your family during one of the most difficult periods in life, planning, pre-planning, or pre-need counseling. We're here to listen, care, and help. That's what families are all about. Stamey Funeral Home, located in Boston. Our family serving your family.
Car Store in Cherryville is your source for auto sales and service. Stop by to see the Jenkins boys for the best deals around on pre-owned vehicles. The Car Store now does inspections, oil changes, tire and wheel changes, along with brake service, paintless dent removal, and minor repairs. The Car Store in Cherryville is locally owned and operated for over 20 years on Lincoln and Highway 150 in Cherryville. Let us earn your business. If we don't have it, we will find it. Call today 704-435-1988.
Cosmetic and restorative procedures, and they strive to improve your dental health and a higher quality of life. Dr. Paul H. Kleiniger Dentistry, 1015 East Church Street in Cherryville, and Cherryville Dental Clinic, 106 North Mountain Street in Cherryville. Visit the website at kleinigerdentistry.com.
Okay, back at Sims Legion Park, Calvin Hastings and Danny Akerwick. Danny, we go to the bottom of the 8th, and Cherryville out in front, 7-2, and leading things off will be
Dylan Burleson, the pitcher.
Clint Spencer, our cameraman, out on the roof, and he's done a great job tonight. And also, he's our setup man. He had all this set up when I got here, because I would have never known what to do.
Well, you can't beat that, can you?
You can't beat that. No, you sure can't. You should have had the only thing you didn't have was a couple of hot dogs and a soft drink. He's got to work on that.
We've got a lot of people that are watching this, because I've had some people today tell me how good it was yesterday and last night. And,
well, good. Kevin Hastings has done a good job.
Yes, he has.
Putting all this together.
Who is Kevin?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Here's a 2-0 pitch. Ball 3. Related just a little bit.
You wouldn't be responsible for him, would you?
I tell you.
He's on his own now.
Well, he's on his own now. Now he's responsible for one now.
Gave your first grandchild?
Got the second grandchild.
Second, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Here's the next pitch. There's a strike. 2-1. Yeah, Little Austin. Yeah, went and mowed grass and trimmed up today over at his house. He's got a ditch over there. Kind of gets out of control. And Little Austin he's asleep. Didn't even get to see him. Ball 4, so a leadoff walk issue to the leadoff hitter, Dylan Burleson.
And that is, Calvin, the first base on balls that Alexander's given up tonight.
I believe you're right. That'll bring up the third baseman, Dale Roush.
Only one hit, one single in the 5th inning by the number 9 batter.
He's done a tremendous job on the mound.
He sure has.
Runner at first with the lead. Stretch the check and the pitch. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes to Dale Roush. Is he part of the Roush Industries family?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Pretty sure he's not.
Maybe not. Here's the next pitch. Popped up third base side. Sam Travis not going to get that one, nor is the left fielder out there.
Very good effort by Dustin Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson with a lot of hustle, sliding in, trying to make the play, but couldn't quite get there. So just a long strike, 1 ball, 1 strike to Dale Roush with Garrett Lowry on deck.
we hope to give you fans a couple finals before we go off to air tonight.
Well,
that Caldwell County game, unless it's in extra innings, should be over with.
Right. One ball, one strike.
Gaston Braves game should be close to being a final.
Swing and a miss. Kevin texted me and said if you had a flag, you could be in the Kraus parade. That's all you needed. One ball and one strike.
Let's see, was he in it? No, he was.
No, he was filming. He broadcast it on WhatsAppShopper.com. There's a foul ball.
I understand there were some tractors.
I'm sure.
Some antique cars.
Probably a horse or two.
Fire truck.
Some lawnmowers.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely lawnmowers.
Quite a few lawnmowers.
I'm sure.
Yeah, Troy Thomas was telling me all about it. He really enjoyed it, especially the second time back.
Oh, okay. Well, what you missed the first time, you got to watch the second time.
That's right. He said the hot dogs there were really good.
There's a foul back. Well, they had a vendor out there.
At the fire department.
At the fire department, okay. One ball, two strikes to Dale Rouse. They really do a good job of that. And, of course, kind of like the Cat Square Christmas parade.
I was getting ready to say the Cat Square. They put on a big show up there.
Oh, yes. Probably the biggest parade in the area. One ball, two strikes to Dale Rouse. Runner at first with the lead. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cherryville leading 7-2. Next pitch fouled off. I think he chased the ball there.
He swung at a pitch at least a foot off the plate.
Sure did. Fireworks all around us tonight. 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to you. Probably some folks sitting on the back porch, got the radio on or watching their computers.
Eating that ice cream.
Eating ice cream. One ball, two strike pitch.
He went.
Yes, he did. So one out. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Garrett Lowry, the shortstop. Somebody said, come on blue, but I tell you what, they're black tonight.
Yeah. 5 strikeouts for Brandon Alexander tonight. Brandon here in the 8th, coming in with bases loaded, 3-0 count to the batter in the first inning, 1 out.
What a way to come into the game, right?
That's right. One single.
Put me in, coach, but not like that. But I tell you what, he handled it.
There's the fireworks again.
Fireworks, yeah, going again. 7-2 Cherryville here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Trying to gain a 2-0 edge in their series here with Coach Benfield's having some words, or I'm not sure what's going on here with the field umpire on the field, it looked like.
I think maybe it might have been protesting the call strike 3.
May have.
On Rouch.
Could have been. All right, we're ready to go again. Pitch down in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes to Garrett Lowry with Jared Wallace waiting on deck. We got a score in. All right. Huntersville 10-3 over Asheville in the bottom of the 9th. Okay. 2 balls and no strikes to the hitter. Again, this is Garrett Lowry. Final score, Queen City beat Caldwell County 2-1. Final score. There's a foul back.
And Caldwell winning the first game 11-1 last night.
2 balls and 1 strike. And now let's see. Coach Reynolds is going out to the mound, bringing everybody in.
Nobody warming up in the.
I'm not sure exactly what this would be about. Well,
he's not asking for the ball.
No, he's not.
He's coming back.
Well, I'm not sure what that was about, Dan. But nonetheless, we're in the bottom of the 8th. Runner at first, 1 out, 2 balls and 1 strike on the hitter, and Cherryville leading 7-2 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard.
That was just about a 15-second visit.
Some type of pep talk?
I think so.
Rutherford County beat Mid Hill 5-3. That's the final. What does that do to that series? Even it.
1-1.
Even the series up 1-1.
Yeah, Mint Hill a winner 10-3 last night.
Okay.
The last Hickory score we had was 11-4 early in the game. Hickory won that game over Kings Mountain last night, 12-11.
Looking for a Burke County and.
Yeah, Burke County. That's
Union.
the game.
There's a strike. Strike 2 now.
Yeah, the Burke County Union County game interests us because the winner of this series will play either Union County or Burke.
Yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the hitter Lowry. The 2-2 pitch.
Good stop by Kaiser.
Yes, it was. That pitch down in the dirt. And he kept that ball from going back to the wall. So the count full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Garrett Lowry. Now we got some serious fireworks going on back in the back. Those are the real deal. That's the real deal. The city of Gastonia fireworks getting started now. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Garrett Lowry here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball out to third. Travis throws and safe at first base.
Got to get base hit.
Infield single for Lowry. Puts runners at first and second and 1 away.
Only the second hit of the game for Gastonia.
That's going to bring up Jared Wallace, the right fielder. Wallace tonight 0 for 2 officially with a walk. So first and second, 1 away.
Not only the fans out here able to see a good baseball game, but
beautiful fireworks.
Fireworks too.
We got another final in. What? Gaston Braves beat Hendersonville 12-4. There's a strike. And now what does that do to that series, Danny?
Gaston Braves 2 games to 0 over Henderson County, and can close out that series at home tomorrow night.
No balls and 1 strike to the hitter Wallace. Here's a check, and the 0-1 pitch popped up, and I'm not sure. Bean can't get to that one.
Kaiser,
rather. So the count 0-2 now to Jared Wallace. 1 out. Runners at first and second for Gastonia. Cherryville leading 7-2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Happy July 4th to you with fireworks from the city of Gastonia tonight. Yeah, we got a great place to watch the fireworks.
we sure do.
The fans do as well. Straight out over left center. Here's the pitch, and there's a foul back by Wallace again. So the count remains 0-2 to Jared Wallace. Game 3 tomorrow night back in Cherryville. Game 4, if necessary, down at Ashbrook tomorrow. Excuse me, on Friday. So runners at first and second and 1 away. No balls and 2 strikes on the hitter, Jared Wallace. Well, the game has slowed down, hasn't it?
It really has.
Maybe the people want to watch the fireworks. Here's a check and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Sure did.
So 2 outs, and that'll bring up Logan Craig.
Logan 0 for 2 tonight, the base on balls.
So Craig coming up. First and second and 2 away. Bottom of the 8th inning, Cherryville out in front on the B2 Construction Cherryville Post 100 broadcast. Calvin Hastings and Danny Aker tonight. Danny, you behind the pole.
I'm watching these fireworks and trying to watch the game too.
Alexander's first pitch, ground ball to the shortstop Kraft. He's going to third for the force, and that'll do it. We played 8 complete on the the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard, and the score is Cherryville out in front 7-2 on the B2 Construction broadcast of Cherryville Post 100 baseball right here on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
West End Sales in Vale is proud to welcome Ron Parker to their staff. Ron takes his time to invite his friends and former customers to come by and see him for all of your farm and lawn and garden equipment needs. And for a limited time, get a free loader with any Coyote Series tractor, excluding the DS Series. And get a free first-time oil change with the purchase of any new tractor. See Ron Parker today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale. Where can you get the highest quality in electrical service at a price that you can afford? From Dellinger Electric of Cherryville. Gary Dellinger invites you to give them a call for a quote on your commercial or residential electrical needs. Call 704-435-0705. No matter the job, Dellinger Electric of Cherryville can handle it. They feature weekend and holiday service. So before you pay an extraordinary price for an ordinary electrical job, call on Dellinger Electric of Cherryville. 704-435-0705. There is a national shortage of home standby generators. Now is the time to order your Generac home standby generator from Mr. Sparky and Wise Electric in Cherryville. Call now and get $500 off when you mention this ad.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, all your repair is free. You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Get all our ducks in a row here as we move to the top of the ninth inning. Cherryville out in front, 7-2, looking for some insurance runs.
Got Brett Huff up to bat for post 100. Brett 2 for 4 tonight.
Count now, 1 ball, 1 strike to Brett.
On deck will be Dustin Wilson.
Next pitch, ground ball,
Base hit.
Leadoff single for Huff to start the ninth inning.
Right between
and the ball got by the left fielder, but
he's gonna
hold up.
Gonna hold up. Right between the third baseman and the shortstop, and Brett picking up his third hit of the night. Calvin.
Still looking for that final from Burke County. Still no word yet. We'll have to get David Keever on that one, won't we?
Well, he's fighting the Yellow Jackets right now.
Yeah, he's busy, isn't he?
That'll bring up the left fielder, Dustin Wilson. This will be Dustin's first official at bat. Came in as a pinch runner for Tyler Shoemaker.
Sure did. Throw to first and runner back in.
And the fireworks are still at it, Calvin.
Yes, they are. Great fireworks here tonight.
Ball low to Wilson. 1-0 the count.
Fireworks here at Sims Legion Park tonight. Well, sponsored by the city of Gastonia. There's a pitch foul back out of play.
I'd like to invite all you fans to Fraley Field tomorrow night for Game 3. Game time 7 o'clock. Probably the same temperatures that we've had for it seems like forever.
Tomorrow's forecast, upper 90s to maybe 100 tomorrow. There's a foul ball
Is
right
that what,
side.
Is that the forecast?
I heard, yeah, for tomorrow. According to one of the beautiful young ladies on Channel 3.
Okay.
You know,
Kelly
the women have taken over the sport, the news, weather, and sports, so to speak, so far here lately.
Got Dustin Wilson check swing. Says he went around, so that's the first out of the inning.
So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Seth Weekly, or do we have a pinch hitter?
That is
number 12. That'll be Chandler Jenkins.
Chandler Jenkins.
West Lincoln product. So Jenkins coming up with 1 out and a runner down at first here in the top of the ninth inning. Tell Judy you took her to a baseball game and took her to fireworks.
Yes,
tonight.
that's right.
Well, Troy, I tell you, it's been a banner day for Troy. Kraus Parade. Twice. Hot dogs. Fireworks and the
baseball game. You can't beat that.
7-2 Cherryville here in the top of the ninth inning with a runner at first and 1 away. And the first pitch is lined up the middle for a base hit. Man, the first pitch that Jenkins saw, he sent it out to center field for a single.
I've been telling you, Coach Reynolds has been putting these kids in these spots, and they've been, for the most part, paying off.
They've been delivering.
They sure have.
Let's bring in Cameron High. I believe this will be his first
official at bat. That's right.
So he came into the game when at the same time that Wilson did.
That's right.
To play first base. There's a fly ball down the right field line. That
may
might be
fall.
trouble. And it's going to be a foul ball. Just barely missing by a couple of feet. So no balls and 1 strike to Cameron High here in the top of the ninth inning.
That's 3 hits out of the 5-hole. Seth Weekly, he's officially 2 for 3, 2 RBIs.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. And there for strike 2. So 2 strikes on the hitter.
Post 100 with 9 hits on the game. Gastonia with 2.
Cameron high. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Outside corner for a strike 3. Whoa.
I don't know about that.
2 outs. I don't know. It's getting late, I guess. So 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Ryan Kraft.
Well, it is 25-10.
It is, yeah.
Ryan Kraft, the batter, 0 for 4 officially tonight. I'm sure he'd like to get a base hit and drive a run in.
Here's a pitch to Kraft and a pop-up. Right field, second baseman, who's going to call for it? Center fielder's going to take control. That's Bridges that makes the catch. We go to the bottom 9. Do or die for Gastonia. Cherryville out in front on the Hauser Drug Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 7-2 on the B2 Construction broadcast of Post 100 Baseball right here on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend projects.
Ace, the helpful place.
Hi, I'm Sherry Hefner, the pastor's wife at the First Baptist Church of Cherryville. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Teach your children the way they should go, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it." As a mother of 4 teens and young adult children, I can attest to the many challenges of Christian parenting in these modern times. That is why this scripture is such a comfort to me. I can rest assured knowing that regardless of the choices my children may make in life, they can never get away from the godly upbringing that my husband and I have provided for them. Are you laying a godly foundation for your children? This is Sherry Hefner of First Baptist Cherryville, where we strive to accomplish all things through Christ.
Take time out from your busy, hectic life and have some fun. Lots of fun at Exhilaration Station in Cherryville. Exhilaration Station has something every family member would enjoy. Batting cages, mini golf, games for every age. Why, Exhilaration Station can even help you with that next great birthday party. Open 7 days a week behind the old Harris Teeter in Cherryville. Call 704-435-0670. Remember, take time out and have some good old-fashioned fun at Exhilaration Station.
And leading things off for Gastonia will be Andrew Ray. First pitch swung on and missed, strike 1.
Andrew 0 for 3 tonight.
Don't forget, after the broadcast, we'll name the Medical Center Pharmacy overall player of the game. Hey, he hit that ball twice.
He sure did. Bang, bang.
He swung and missed, and then on his backswing, it caught it and fouled it again. So the count 0-2 now to Andrew Ray. Ray, Sparrow, and Anderson here in the bottom of the ninth for Gastonia. 7-2, Cherryville out in front, trying to go up 2 games to none over post 23. Here's the 0-2 pitch, down low, 1 ball and 2 strikes to the hitter Andrew Ray. Well, Burke County and Union County tied 6-6 in the 10th.
Wow.
That from David Keever. Appreciate that, David. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Just missing inside. Evens the count at 2-2.
That game being played at Shuey Field in Morganton.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the hitter, Andrew Ray. With nobody out, here's a 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop, Kraft, and it's going to go through his legs. Right up over his glove, actually. So that'll be an error as Ray reaches, and that'll bring up Sawyer Sparrow. With nobody out and a runner on here in the bottom of the ninth. Sparrow tonight is hitless in 3 attempts.
0 for 3. Sparrow batting in the 8 hole for post 23. Brandon Alexander pretty much gone all the way in relief of Blake Mostetler.
If he finishes up, he'll have 8 and 2/3 innings.
That's right.
Now, you don't see that too much in relief, do you?
No, you don't.
That stat.
No, he's pitched a whale of a game for himself.
Yes, he has. There's a fly ball, center field. Bess on the run, got plenty of room to run out there and makes the catch, one away. Over the shoulder catch, one out.
And, you know, that by far probably, well, I would say yes, his longest outing of his pitching career thus far.
You're probably right. Well, he didn't pitch at Burns,
No.
so this is definitely a.
He's pitched, you know, for Coach Reynolds in relief stints, but nothing ever like this. No. Seems to be strong.
Yes, he does. So one out. That's going to bring up Connor Anderson, the second baseman. He's done a good job.
Connor 0 for 3.
Swing and a foul back. Strike one.
Are they still fireworks?
They're still doing fireworks.
40 minutes now, fireworks.
I know it. Got a good show. Good show. Really big show. So no balls and one strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That is a base hit out in center field, and Bess had thought about throwing to second, try to get the lead runner, and just about could have. So back-to-back singles with one out. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Trevor Bridges.
Trevor 1 for 3. One of the three post 23 hitters with a hit each.
Again, Burke County and Union County tied 6-6 in the 10th inning.
Union County winner last night over Burke 3-2.
Runners here at first and second, and the pitch to Bridges, hit hard through the wickets. Over at third, they'll hold the runners.
That is another error.
2 errors this inning by Cherryville. So bases loaded for Gastonia, 1 out, and Dylan Burleson to shortstop. Still no activity in the Cherryville bullpen, but hey, it's not the pitcher's fault so far this inning.
No, it's not.
A 1 base hit this inning and 2 errors for Cherryville.
Dylan Burleson, pitcher, 0 for 3 and a base on balls.
Again, we'll be back tomorrow night at Fraley Field in Cherryville for Game 3, and that game will also be on both WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com. All right, the leadoff hitter, Burleson, coming up with bases loaded and 1 away. First pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Calvin, if Post 100 can continue advancing, will the games be on WhatsApp Shopper in the future?
Yes, as far as we can go.
Okay. I know a lot of fans have asked me or if you were going to do that in postseason play, in the second round, of course, if Cherryville can make it to the second round.
Sure will. If we can get there by boat, car, or plane, we'll get there. I don't know about plane. 1 ball and no strikes to the hitter, Dylan Burleson. Here's a 1-0 pitch. That's a strike, even the count of 1-1. 7-2 Cherryville, bottom of the 9th, but Gastonia, bases loaded and only 1 out. You got another final in?
Huntersville 13, Asheville 5. Huntersville goes up in that series 2-0 over Asheville. Back to Huntersville tomorrow night.
1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter with bases loaded. Brandon Alexander with the check and the 1-1 pitch. Missing outside, 2-1. I think Cherryville fans wanted that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of umpires in the grandstands.
It sounds like, a bunch of umpires tonight, I believe, for both sides. And that's the way it should be. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Fly ball hit well in center. Bess is going back, makes the catch. The runner at third will tag, and there's 2 outs. And it's now a 7-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Sacrifice fly by Burleson.
You give up a run for an out.
Sure. In this situation.
In this situation, right.
Dale Rouch coming up.
Rouch 0 for 3, hit by pitch and scored 1 of the 3 runs.
Right now we got the grand finale, I believe. For Gastonia.
I thought we did 30 minutes ago.
You might can hear the booms in the background. And the umpire calls time, and I think they're going to wait till this gets over with. And our cameraman, maybe he can catch a little bit of this.
Yeah. Well.
Fireworks here in Gastonia tonight. Yeah, I know. So, 2 outs.
Umpire, he's waiting on the finale to finish.
I think he is waiting for the finale to finish. There we go.
Or he's just wanting to enjoy it. No, here we go.
Now we're ready, right? 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Cherryville leading 7-3, bottom of the 9th inning. And the hitter, Dale Rouse. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Slow roller to second. Might be trouble. Huff can't make the play. The runner at third will hold, so bases loaded, another infield single. And I tell you what, a home run, Danny, and we're tied.
You didn't have to. You didn't. Garrett Lowry, I wonder if he's got home run power.
So Lowry coming up with bases loaded and 2 outs for Cherryville.
Coach Reynolds is up, but he's sitting back down.
Well, you didn't want to mention it, but you got to think about it.
That's right.
So that's true. And now he's going to go out and have a quick word. So let's take a quick 30-second break right here. We'll be back.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing.
Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
Wanted to go over some scenarios with his infield.
Sure did. Now we're ready to go with bases loaded. There's a strike. Strike one to the hitter, Garrett Lowry.
Lowry 1 for 3, a single his last time at bat. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
No balls and 1 strike. Still no action in the Cherryville bullpen. Here's the next pitch. A little slow roller out to third. Sam comes in, throws to first.
They got
him, and that's the ball game. Close play at first, but Travis throws him out. And that'll be the ball game. Final score was Cherryville 7, Gastonia 3 on the B2 Construction Post 100 baseball broadcast. All right, when we come back, we got the Player of the Game Awards, sponsored by Medical Center Pharmacy, our overall Player of the Game, coming up right after this broadcast, after these messages, and we'll take a look at some of the leading hitters for Cherryville, too. All right, we'll be back right after this break on the B2 Construction broadcast of Post 100 Baseball on WCSL and WhatsAppShopper.com.
It's time to gear up to mow the grass, prune the trees, and trim the weeds. To help with your outdoor projects, Husqvarna has everything you need. This means you can save time on the job, get the job done right, and enjoy the results of your hard work. Stop by Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reachville Road in Lincoln and see the full line of Husqvarna products. Husqvarna can help you with all of your lawn and landscape needs. Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center in Lincoln. Husqvarna, taming the wild. Most of us will make or assist in making funeral arrangements of some kind in our lives. This can mean making many decisions at a very difficult and emotional time. At Carpenter's Funeral Home of Cherryville, their funeral directors, John Porter and Carol Carpenter, are there to offer help and guidance. Carpenter's Funeral Home promotes the highest ethical and professional standards while maintaining cost-effective service, even winning the Pursuit of Excellence Award. Carpenter's Funeral Home, 1100 East Main Street in Cherryville, a member of the North Carolina Funeral Directors Association.
And 1 out in the inning.
1 out.
And he worked 8 2/3 innings, so give us the line score.
He sure did. That's Brandon Alexander, by far the longest stint of his probably Legion career. He struck out 7, Calvin. He walked 1. He gave up 4 hits and 1 run.
Wow.
On tonight's
Good
game.
job.
7 strikeouts, 1 base on balls.
And I believe that's his first win of the season.
It is. That's his first win of the season. He's pitched some, but for Coach Reynolds. But if somebody would have told me that he was going to come in tonight and do what he done, I said, no way, no way.
But he did. Great game there. Who are some of the leading hitters for Cherryville tonight?
Brad Huff, another great night for Post 100. 3 for 5 tonight. He scored a run. Seth Weekly came in as a DH tonight. He went 2 for 3 and first 2 runs of the game. 2
right.
RBIs for him. Heath King, 1 for 4. Sam Travis, 1 for 3. Josh Beam, 1 for 4. Total of 9 hits by Cherryville hitters tonight. The line score for Cherryville was 7 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors, and 9 runners left on base. The line score for Gastonia, 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors, and 9 runners left on base. Of course, the winning pitcher was Brandon Alexander. Losing pitcher was Garrett Lowry.
Okay, there you go.
Cherryville improves to 23-4, and we'll hopefully try to wrap up this series tomorrow night at Fraley Field. Game time 7 o'clock.
There you go. Dan, appreciate you coming in tonight. Clint Spencer doing a great job with the camera out on the roof, up on the roof tonight.
There's a song about up on the roof.
I think so. Drifters, I believe, up on the roof. So, again, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night, airtime around 6:45 from Fraley Field. I'll be there, and I'm not sure who will be joining me.
Well,
I have a special,
you never know.
special guest. Might be another preacher.
Might
you
be
just
another
never
preacher.
know.
But we appreciate you fans listening in tonight, and we hope you enjoyed the ball game. And,
we do too.
And come on out tomorrow night, and should be a great night for baseball, and continue supporting the Cherryville Post 100 senior team and the juniors. Juniors are starting on Friday night in their best 2 out of 3 against Queen City.
In the final score, Cherryville winner 7-3 leads the series 2 games to none. Game 3 tomorrow night at 6:45. It's airtime 7 o'clock. First pitch at Fraley Field in Cherryville. For Danny Aker and Clint Spencer, I'm Calvin Hastings. Have a pleasant good evening and good night.
Good night, everyone.
Cherryville Self-Storage is your complete storage. Cherryville and North Lake Country Club are both open to and welcome to the public. Both locations have been recently remodeled and are available for weddings and receptions, also reunions, corporate and private parties, and more. The Cherryville Country Club is open for lunch and supper Thursday and Friday from 11 to 9, and both Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club are accepting new memberships at this time. The Cherryville Country Club golf course is also available to the public. Come on down for a great meal and great golfing experience. Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club. Cherryville Self-Storage is your complete storage center. They have units from 5x5 up to 10x30. They also sell moving supplies such as locks, slip covers, ropes, and more. Cherryville Self-Storage is the first storage facility in Cherryville and is also the newest units in town. They're also the only storage facility in the surrounding area with climate-controlled units. All storage units have 24-hour access and have paved lots for your convenience. Units are also monitored by security cameras as well as treated monthly for pest control. For more information, call 704-435-4909.